I've also got my...
1. Alright, and we're back from break. It looks like we shall be diving into Star Wars Battlefront. Want to just go ahead and start into that?
So, there's a lot of controversy, as we just went over. A lot of people are upset by it. It's DICE, the company who did Battlefield, is now taking over the Battlefront series. And it's their first... Yeah. It's their first, it's step into this game. So there's a lot of stuff that, they're playing it safe, which, honestly, after the Battlefield 4 release, DICE was in a lot of hot water. And they're playing it safe, which is, I completely understand. But people are upset that there's no campaign, there's no server browsers, and there's no space battles. Which, I mean, as a company going into its first game in a series, you don't want to try and do everything all at once.
Yeah.
You want to play it safe, especially with the Star Wars community. There's a lot of us.
Yeah.
And we can get kind of
It is a very, risky...
I mean, that's the thing. This game appeals to a bunch of different communities.
Yeah.
It's still in beta, though, right? What we see
now,
it won't be what's on release, right?
Yeah.
So who's to say that we won't be getting, a small little campaign?
No, there's not a straight story mode campaign, but there are little missions you can play that give you some story.
Okay, so we're not.
But they said there's no campaign mode like there was in Battlefront 2. Which, to be honest, the campaign mode in Battlefront 2 was different objectives with a little bit of backstory. That's all it was.
See, I've always found campaign modes in shooting games a little bit weird, with the exclusion of Halo. Because Halo, I love their fucking campaign modes to death. I don't know what it is about their campaigns, but
so good.
I just fucking love that shit. Now, but I did the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 one. That's the one that sticks out to my memory the most, and it just felt like I was just shooting training dummies, no matter how high I put up the difficulty. So, although
a favored campaign of mine, which is a shooter, is and now a lot of people did not like this game. They thought it was a cheap Gears of War knockoff. But Bulletstorm is a personal favorite of mine.
I didn't ever beat it, but I did enjoy what little bit I played. It wasn't my favorite ever. I wouldn't count it even in my top 20, but I mean, it wasn't a bad campaign.
I think I more enjoyed the mechanics of it than the campaign itself.
The mechanics were definitely a lot of fun.
What I saw from recently looking up into this game and stuff was a lot of people found the humor repetitive and stuff, but then those same people would say that Borderlands and Borderlands 2 were the gods of comedy, when I had the exact opposite, where I thought Bulletstorm was amazing and Borderlands was just really repetitive, and I couldn't find most of the jokes funny. But yeah, sorry for cutting in there.
To be honest, though, with Borderlands, you have to make the jokes in that game. Me and Kyle can speak for that one.
We sat in front of a slot machine for 3 hours one night. And
just gambling our asses off, making jokes. His mom would come in, ask if we're okay, because we'd get dynamite, and I'd scream like a little girl.
Yep, it was great.
Yep.
Shit. Alright,
but back to Battlefront. It's DICE's first step into this series, which, if this one goes well, which I do see it going well, they will make a second one, and then from there they can improve.
Yeah.
I would not expect...
That's the thing a lot of people lose when it comes to first-time games. You gotta give them room for improvement.
Yeah, it's it's their first step in. I don't want them to try and do everything and make it a shitty game.
There's something I am a little bit worried about, though. With Star Wars Battlefront being re-released as a whole new game. When was the last time any of us played Battlefront?
2 years ago.
I literally played it a couple months ago on my PS2.
Okay. Did it hold up? Was it exactly the same as what you remember it was when it was first out?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, honestly, the game is good. The campaign, as I said, it's literally just objectives with a little bit of backstory behind it. I personally enjoyed the Galactic Conquest mode and the Instant Action mode the most out of everything,
Oh, Galactic Conquest.
which is just drop in and go kill shit.
So what I'm worried about with Battlefront is that they're gonna try too much to replicate how big of a hit the original was, and in doing that, they make it. I'm not quite entirely sure how I can put this, but like I'm worried it's just gonna end up as a generic shooter. Like they're gonna try too hard to make it stand out like the originals did, and it's just gonna end up getting lost in the crowd with all the other shooters that come out nowadays. And they're just...
don't think so, and simply for one reason. Because it's Star Wars.
Yeah.
I mean,
how many Star Wars games have come out in the past couple of years that have been like AAA titles?
None.
I can't name it.
Pretty much. And this is going to be a AAA title. Okay, Lego. I don't know if that's AAA.
I mean, there are some A's in it. I mean,
yeah, right after the T in Star Wars.
Yeah, AA batteries.
W.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering how far you were willing to take that one. I was like, oh.
But it's simply that it's not going to be lost in the crowd because it's going to be a AAA Star Wars game. Even if it's not what every Star Wars fan wants, even people are going to buy it because of nostalgia for the old Battlefront. And if they like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. At the same time, Battlefield fans are going to buy it because it's Battlefield, but Star Wars, which I love.
True.
Battlefield to death. It's
Same.
my favorite first-person shooter other than Destiny.
And Halo.
And
Although Halo's
there's-
slowly descending at the moment.
There's a lot of
Hopefully
things
they
that you can
bring it up.
play in this game that aren't guns, like the release at EA, or was it EA? I think it was EA.
E3?
Was E3. That's the one I'm looking for. They
EA.
Yeah.
Man, we're gamers. We know what we're
EA
talking
Sports.
about.
It's in the game. But
I mean, EA is in charge of DICE, so
they
technically
showed
you're
a
right.
match of troopers in the snow versus giant yetis. I'm gonna fucking be a giant yeti. I mean, I am a
Did they
giant
show? I don't remember them showing hunt mode.
yeti. No, they didn't.
I don't remember them
That's-
saying that hunt mode because that's a Battlefront 2.
I hope that goes in
game mode.
because honestly, that is probably one of my most favorite things. I know it's like probably one of the. I don't know really because I never really played online games when it was about, and I didn't really speak with many other gamers besides outside my friend group or anything. And I didn't really read any game magazines or anything. But to me, Hunt was probably one of the most standout things in Star Wars Battlefront 2 because it was unique. And I just enjoyed going around destroying Jawas and Wampas and stuff like that. Like, it was fun. Like, obviously that sounds kind of horrific. I enjoyed going around killing animals and stuff, but I just enjoyed that.
Well,
that
see,
was the highlight of
my-
my Battlefront 2.
My opinion on that is it is one of the stupidest things I've ever seen, but I enjoyed it because it was stupid.
Yeah, it was genuinely just fun. Like,
Just being an Ewok and throwing rocks at stormtroopers, it was so completely stupid, but it was
But
just
it's
so
cool.
hilarious.
Alright, so I'm loading up this video right now. It says Fighter Squadron mode. Please tell me this is like player versus player and not fucking player versus NPCs.
Fighter
That
Squadron
is
is PvP.
Yes.
I mean, honestly, they might add in some NPCs flying around because the way that the Conquest, or I don't know if it's Conquest or Walker Assault, it might be both, but they are also having NPC soldiers run around as well to make the battle seem bigger.
Oh my god, because this what I'm looking at right now, it looks like you can go as different, like, fighters. Now, I've never looked that into much of the Star Wars thing because I've never really taken that much time into it. Although, it's always been a genre I've wanted to take the time out for, but I've never done it yet. Might
Yeah.
do it soon. I mean, I have vacation next week, so I might just do it. I have a couple friends that have the expansion book, so I might see if I can nick one of those. But, and it looks like you could be different fighters throughout the series. I'm not going to say throughout the expansive universe, because I've heard that the expansive universe has ridiculous amount of, like, fighters.
Yes. Well, the thing is, Disney has recently cut out a lot of the EU, which sucks,
yeah.
but...
Oh, so
from what I've seen is so far is the 4 confirmed. I would assume it'd be 5. No, there should be at least 6 different fighters you can get. I don't know. 2 of them might be cut out because they're bombers. But the TIE fighter, the TIE interceptor, and the TIE bomber for the Empire, the X-wing, the A-wing, and the Y-wing for the Rebels. But the Y-wing is also the bomber. So honestly, that might be cut out. But we have seen gameplay of TIE fighters, X-wings, A-wings, and TIE interceptors. So there's at least 4 confirmed Starcraft to fly. But there might also be Y-wings. I'm pretty sure I saw some, but I don't know if those are player controlled or not.
Because that shit just looked epic, and it's like those.
Oh, the dogfights look amazing.
Like those spaceships are what I remember as a kid when my dad tried to like get me into the series. Is like the fucking fighter. Yeah, I did say it right. Oh shit, I can speak English.
Oh, no, you can't.
But it's like that alone. Like, granted, you're not in like 100% space, which that would have just sold it to me completely. I'd be like, okay, hold on, I'm gonna get a PS4 real fast.
I mean, yeah. Have you played the space battles? Jesus.
Oh my god, it's like.
Which, if Star Wars Battlefront this release is successful, honestly, I could see them easily doing it. Going, hey, you guys wanted this. Here you go.
Now here it is.
It wouldn't really be that hard. All you have to do is decorate the backdrop with some stars and some planets, and then delete the land.
Yeah.
Wouldn't put it that
But
way. Yeah.
I mean, because of what space battles were in Battlefront 2, going into it on this, I believe they don't want to try and step into that territory yet. Because from what Battlefront 2 space battles were, yeah, you can just go around and kill enemy fighters out in space. Or you could jump in a bomber and bomb the enemy ship to hell until it blew up. There are certain points. Or you could just take a small aircraft, land in their hangar, and go in and sabotage everything. And just kill people before they got in the fighters.
God, that shit just sounds.
See,
so
the
much
thing is
fun.
with the space battles and all that kind of stuff, I can see why they're not bringing it in at first, but I feel like it would be a thing that DICE would do, that
Later
they
on.
would bring it in as DLC.
DICE love vehicles in their games.
Yeah. Like, you can literally play Battlefield 4 from the very beginning, and it will all be all fine and dandy. And then halfway through the year, they'll bring out a new DLC, and it's got dirt bikes, and it just changes it all. I mean, not just dirt bikes, obviously, but it changes
They'll add
the
in
way
like a new
you
tank,
play.
new
Yeah.
Jeep or whatever. But I mean, even if you play like Battlefield 4 online, you have like 2 different classes of tank. There's helicopters, jets, mounted LMGs on a Jeep, stuff like that. DICE loves putting huge maps with a lot of vehicles and other ways to play other than just,
Like,
on foot.
I'm pretty sure halfway through their season, they brought out the AC-130, and people could just jump in that,
Oh.
and then
Yeah, they brought out a map where if you controlled a certain point on the map, you could spawn in a Titan and just start bombing, just firing like 105 shells at other enemy players. And then another DLC, they brought out a bomber, where it was just a bomber that flies overhead, but you controlled when the bombs were dropped and where they go.
see, the thing is about that one, I loved using it, but at the same time it was really annoying because everyone
It
would
was.
obviously know that somebody was in it, but you'd be in it, and then as soon as you run out of time for using it, you'd walk outside of the
someone shot
container
you.
where, yeah, you'd have some like 2 or 3 people just camping that area just to get an easy kill, because as soon as you get out, you're kind of disoriented because you're thrown straight back into the gameplay.
Nice. You guys hyped for
It's
No
fun,
Man's
but
Yeah,
Sky?
so
annoying at
it's-
the same time.
Said No Man's Sky.
I haven't really
Yeah,
looked much
no-
into No Man's Sky. I don't quite know what it is.
Dude, it looks so good. I'm
It's definitely something I feel like it's something that I need to play. It's like definitely one of those titles in my life
I'm
where it's
having
like if I don't
connection
play
issues, I
this,
think.
I feel like I'm going to be missing out on something.
I had the same issue as you, Kyle. That little blurb that just happened like not too long ago.
Yeah.
All right, so we all heard it. So
Yeah, I'm getting there's voices are dropping in and out.
Oh, it's still going for you?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah, it's still
Yeah,
a little
same.
bit. It's not as strong as it was, but
Oh, wait.
it's manageable now. But okay, what is No Man's Sky? Tell me.
Okay. No Man's Sky. In a way, it is art,
Do
except
we know what it is?
you get to explore the universe, and I mean, in a way, yeah, because the creator stated, he said, he showed all the universes that can be explored, and he said it is quite possible that some planets will just never be explored.
Ooh.
No one will ever go on them, and it's just, you go to planets, you scan the planet, you research things on the planet. All planets are different. It looks really fucking cool.
I'm cutting in and out again.
Can someone
It
else
is great,
host?
to be
It's
honest, and I am super hyped.
my internet right now because I'm getting some issues on my end. I don't know, like off my
I'll heist.
All right.
I'll heist.
So as far as the YouTube's concerned, it just can take like a technical issues coming up. So we'll be right back, hopefully.
Alright, hello.
Oh god, everyone sounds too clear. This is no clarity. No.
What?
Please.
Yo, Claire.
Right. And now we're just waiting for Jeff.
Yep.
Jeff.
There he
Hello.
is.
Hello.
There we go. All right,
Everyone
welcome back.
sounds so much clearer now.
I know.
Yeah.
This is weird. Don't know.
You're welcome.
well, thank you. I mean, wow, thank you. Alright. Sorry.
Oh, thank you.
Mr. Lily.
And you guys said I was racist.
I mean,
Hey.
I'm quoting a Legend of Zelda character. Thank
Yeah,
you.
I was
Go
about to
fuck
say,
yourself.
what are you guys on? What are you on about, Daniel? I thought
I don't know.
me and Kyle were quoting that one guy from
Beetle.
from Beetle Shop. Yeah.
I was following suit.
I mean, I've actually gone to McDonald's before and put on like a obscenely like racial like Asian accent before, just because I can. So, I mean,
See, fuck you.
whether or
Racist.
not I'm racist or not, I don't know. But if you have the ability to do so, fucking do it. I've tried to do an Irish one before.
I mean, I can
but
do
I
a
started
French
laughing
accent. Doesn't
halfway
mean I
through.
will.
See, that's your.
Oh, that must have been awkward.
All right, where
So,
were we?
guys-
No Man's Sky.
Yeah, No Man's-
Sky. Oh god.
It looks really, really good, and the graphics look super good. I'm hyped.
I'll have to look up gameplay and trailers or whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
it's
got
super sweet.
Something loading up right now.
And like I said, the creator, the guy who presented it at E3 said there is a possibility there are just planets that'll never be explored because of how big the universe is.
I believe
Wait.
Tyler was telling me about this game.
Probably. But yeah, on a realistic scale, he is like, it is a massive universe. He showed a bunch of stars, and he was like, each one of those are planets, and he did about a good 2-minute scroll through of just passing
millions. It's like,
Check it out.
you're talking about like the E3 one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got
Well,
E3 gameplay for like
Just
6
watching
minutes
that,
playing right
I
now.
just want to talk about. Yeah. So the Telltale Games Minecraft story game.
Oh man, I don't know
I
about
haven't heard
that.
about this.
Yeah. Oh,
Neither have-
it's a thing that's coming out. It's a thing. It's finally got a release date. At PAX East over the just like recently. Its release date is supposed to be where has it gone? Too many tabs. The 27th of October this year. So it's got to be coming out this year and pretty soon, to be honest. And
I don't know how I feel about this at all.
I've not watched any of the trailers or stuff, but I've read a transcript of like the whole first. I think it was the first like 20 minutes of gameplay or something like that. Or it was either the entirety of what happens in the first episode or whatever it was. But honestly, it does not sound like it. It sounds like it's something for children. That's what it sounds like to me. Like,
sadly enough, that's what Minecraft's been.
Yeah, I know, I understand that. It was just not something that I was expecting from Telltale Games. Obviously, I wasn't expecting some sort of gritty, like, The Last of Us sort of Minecraft adventure, but I was sort of just looking forward to more something along the lines of maybe something to do with Herobrine and the fact that there's only one quote-unquote human person in the land of, for lack of a better term, Minecraftia. Because when you're playing Minecraft, the guy you play, Steve, he is one of a kind. The only person who is like him are the zombies, but even now, when you look at it closely, they're more like the Testificates than Steve. So when you think about it, Steve, in a way, is a bit of an enigma because he is literally one of a kind. So I was really hoping that the Telltale game maybe would work with Mojang to try and create some sort of official lore which explained why I am one guy alone in the wilderness. What is the end? What is all this stuff which they've... Like, as a long-term fan for Minecraft, that's what I was looking forward to, and this doesn't seem like it's going to be what I was looking for.
Well, here's the thing. Microsoft just bought Minecraft, right?
Yeah.
And I don't remember where I heard it, but I believe that it was rumored that they were going to do a type of story mode for Minecraft. I've
heard these rumors, and people have been naming it Minecraft 2. They're saying that Microsoft just want to bring out a whole second Minecraft.
They will never bring out a second Minecraft. It will always be just one Minecraft.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. But
it's just DLC upon DLC upon DLC. Yeah. But I mean, Microsoft has the power and the resources to do it. They have the creative minds. With the replacement of the Java engine, they're now going to whatever the hell they're using. There's so much more they can do.
Mm.
And honestly, I only see Minecraft on PC going like upwards from here.
Mm.
But I'm just hoping that they don't, like, there is a chance they could screw it up. But
I don't know, but from what I've seen about, like, what you're saying, Carl, it just does not seem great, this Telltale game. Like, it does seem like it's for kids, which...
I'm not interested in it at all. The only thing I've seen that was kind of interesting is the fact that you choose the main character.
Yeah.
But
question, how does everyone feel about card games?
On motorcycles?
I love Magic the Gathering.
Yes, I actually started playing again.
What is No Man's Sky?
I've been playing for a while.
Like, I just saw this dude destroy a tree. For what reason? I'm curious.
I mean, it's literally, you're just exploring, you're essentially, quote-unquote, an astronaut, and you're exploring the galaxy and the universe, and planets are different.
Like, he's blowing shit up, and he's actually doing something. I just can't tell because I don't have audio.
You get to interact with the planets, you get to do stuff.
Minecraft or Terraria, but space.
Yeah.
Like, is there any legitimate, like, objective when you land on a planet, like, you need to set up...
You want to scan as much as you can of the planet.
Okay. So he's probably not actually destroying it, he's probably collecting data then.
Yeah, which is pretty much the point.
I wonder what happens if I shoot this thing.
Is this single player, or are we looking at multiplayer?
No talk of multiplayer yet, but nothing that says it couldn't be.
I was under the understanding that this, again, would be like an MMO where it's sort of just like an open world and you can meet other players. That was my understanding. I don't know where I got that from, but that's what I remember from when they first
I just want to see
YouTube
videos of it, where it's two friends playing. It's like, I spawned on this planet. Okay, I spawned on this planet. And it's just a series of them trying to find each other.
That kind of would be adorable.
You can run into other players?
That sounds like Arc release.
Yeah, you could run into other...
I mean,
in a universe as big as they're saying it is, unless the player base is, like, absolutely massive, it's, like, They're saying the way they say it's like some planets may go unexplored in a universe that big. If it's only single player, there's no way you're exploring every planet.
Yeah, but I'm assuming it's not as big as it is. That'd be a little ridiculous.
That'd be fantastic.
But what else? Back to the trading card question. Who is interested in playing Elder Scrolls Online card game coming out?
I will try it.
Same. That's the way I started.
That's about as far as I'm going to go. My opinion on that.
The waters. I have a really bad history with card games where I hit a point where I just can't beat someone because meta, and I just give up on it.
I agree with that.
Hearthstone.
Yep. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I poured in so much money to Hearthstone just to rage quit it.
I haven't poured any money in, but I have a lot of Magic cards just sitting over here off to the right of me.
I share that.
I have a Magic deck like in my closet right now.
Is it?
I share that same experience with Hearthstone, where I enjoyed it, poured a lot of money in it, and then just rage quit it.
Yep, pretty much, because someone was able to beat me in fucking 4 turns. Of course. Which, I mean, there are decks out there in every card game like that. Yes, I'll agree. But the fact that that is a tournament-style deck? No. Sorry. Not gonna deal with this bullshit constantly.
I will say this, though. There was one moment I did like about Hearthstone. I had like a stream off to the side, and like some dude was talking about like the build that you go whenever you do rank because it's like free wins and whatnot. This is before their first expansion, some like warlock deck. I can't remember what it was, and it was that I was playing Hearthstone at the same time, and the dude that I was playing against was using like the same, like I was seeing the same setup pop out. So I'm just like, well, I'm fucked because I'm playing like this like free shaman deck essentially, like all the cards you get from the free packs, and I'm just like, this sucks. The last turn, I had 1 health. 1 health. This dude had about 10. I don't know how, but I had, like, a draw card and a couple of cards that gave my totem Wind Fury and something to clear his taunt off the board. I dropped a totem, and it was the totem that has, like, that 1 damage. I'm just like, yes. Buffed it up enough to do 10 damage in 1 turn. And I quit for the rest of the day. It's the only good memory of Hearthstone I had. I tried playing Henry, and essentially playing Henry is what made me quit the game completely.
I mean, I don't know. I like Magic because it doesn't have so many, hey, this is the new meta deck. This one's going to fucking rape your butthole if you see it, because...
I mean, it does, but it doesn't because of new sets come out, but at the same time, a lot of the older sets are OP as fuck.
Oh, I mean, yeah, whenever you get into Legacy gets fucking retarded with some cards. But I will say, I admire the card that you guys know about the joke cards, pretty much. I forgot what they're called, but they're
those joke cards. Tear it up and throw it outside your house.
Yeah, fucking... You get to smack your opponent, and he has to say, please, sir, can I have some more?
Oh my god, I've actually not heard of
Dude, they get ridiculous. That's just
those things are expensive now.
They're
a really old joke set from Magic that are really expensive now, but there was one... I can't remember exactly what it does, but essentially to activate the ability, you had to tear up the entire card, go outside your house, and throw it outside.
I need that card.
That's all the ability was. Tear this card up and throw it outside your house.
Did nothing
else? There's one. You tear up a card, you throw it on your opponent's field. Whatever cards it hits, all those cards are exiled from the game, including if you hit their hand. And they cannot be used the rest of the game. So if you hit their deck,
their
so
deck
dirty.
is exiled. Yeah. That is so dirty.
Well, they were never allowed at tournaments, but the fact that those cards even exist is fucking retarded.
It's hilarious. I love Magic for that reason. It's just shit like that.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I love card games personally, and I wish there was one I was willing to fuel so much money into. And Magic's nice. It's just too expensive.
I've got like a
dude. Don't talk about it. I've spent so much.
Deck.
Kyle, I got back into it 2 weeks ago. I've already bought 2 starter decks and like 12 packs.
I'm sorry. I've bought 5 fat packs, 6 dual deck packs, and I've
And this
ordered
is
cards
already-
individually
so-
off Amazon.
What time?
Couple months now.
Yeah, I this is just 2 weeks, and I'm still looking to get more.
Nope. That my Magic deck is staying inside that fucking closet. Not going
And
through
then-
that shit.
I tried to play Yu-Gi-Oh about a month ago, and
Oh,
then I remembered
God.
why I left.
Fuck
Henry's back
Yu-Gi-Oh,
into
dude. It's
it.
gotten to bullshit.
I call
What?
one of his-
Yu-Gi-Oh isn't even Yu-Gi-Oh anymore. Yu-Gi-Oh is just like, we're gonna say some random words that don't actually make any sense and scare old fans of Yu-Gi-Oh.
They've gotten ridiculous.
Dude, I caught one of his streams like the other night. He was playing Yu-Gi-Oh on it, like an online version of Yu-Gi-Oh. I fear for the man because it's only one step closer to paying for it again. It's like once you get the free version, you know, you're gonna want to like play it again, and go to them tournaments, and then realize that you just wasted $60 again that you said you'd never spend. But he was playing some online Yu-Gi-Oh game. I don't know if it was versus or if it was just straight multiplayer, but I believe it was browser based. If like I caught like middle of the stream, and he's back into Yu-Gi-Oh, and I don't know where this is gonna go. All I know is that if he tries to bring that
back
back,
in Yu-Gi-Oh?
Henry,
Oh.
I know
Oh.
yeah,
Fuck that.
no,
Right.
no. I mean, what's worse is I still have like the ancient gear deck from old. I still have that monstrosity. It's sitting next to the fucking burn deck of Magic. So, ESO, how's this one? Because, what? I'm assuming, is it just all the stuff that was like in ESO, or is it everything that's Elder Scrolls Online?
They have not
discard?
released any details whatsoever.
Honestly, they can't really just do ESO. Honestly, it'll have to be an entire universe type thing.
Yeah.
Because if it's just ESO, like, ESO has a lot of lore, but there's so much more in every other game.
That means there's going to be
that you can
age
pull from.
cards. Oh.
Wait, sorry guys, what is this?
Elder
The
Scrolls Online.
Elder Scrolls card game.
Oh,
Yeah.
I did not know this was a thing.
Yes, they are coming out sometime this year, actually.
Yeah.
It's and they literally have not released a damn thing about it.
So all we got is
Yeah,
the
they
title,
literally
and
just
that's it.
said. Yeah, like, after the
fucking
Fallout Bethesda announcement, there's like, oh hey, yeah, here's Elder Scroll. Is it called Legends?
wanna
I
say
believe so. I think it's Elder Scroll Legends.
Alright, so speaking
I'm
of
not 100% on that.
Fallout, you guys are bigger fans in this than me. Like, I played Fallout, I think it was Fallout 3, and I just couldn't, no. I played Fallout 2, and I just couldn't get into it, if memory serves me right. Which one was you starting in the vault? Was that 2 or 3?
I
3.
think it's starting.
Okay, then,
Yeah.
so, yeah, never mind. I played Fallout 3, and then, like, I want to say I played about 2 hours of it. I just could not get into the game. Like, people swear up and down, it's like getting glorious and all that. But Fallout 4 is coming out. I can't get hype behind it, but I know there's, as per usual, when Fallout comes out, because I remember when, was it, New Vegas came out, everyone was hype about it. What are your guys' thoughts
And then everyone
about
was
it?
disappointed.
Like, what do you
I'm
guys...
gonna
Honestly,
build a fort
go-
and fuck
referring
fire
to-
in it.
Wait,
True.
what?
Go ahead, Steppy.
Well,
God,
basically, in Fallout 4, you can create your own sort of little base. Like, you can go around the world and collect resources and stuff, and then go back to your own sort of little home area and build your own area. Sort of very reminiscent of Hearthstone from Elder Scrolls.
Hearthfire.
Hearthfire from Skyrim. And
Only,
you could do
only
that.
much more freely. Like, you can place things yourself instead of
Yeah.
just, okay, I build the floorboards. Okay, here's the walls.
And you can build stuff like a generator to power your area, and like you have to place like poles, like electric poles and stuff around the area and stuff. And
You
like
can place defenses and whatnot,
Yeah.
like automated turrets, Tesla coils.
and when me and Kyle first saw this, our first initial thought was, I hope this game has multiplayer because we're gonna build a fort together and we're gonna fuck in it.
nice.
Huh.
Nice.
Yeah. But
Literally,
it's not
like
multiplayer.
unanimously, we both had the exact same fort, which was amazing. It was really just like a testament to our friendship there, because it's like, wow.
But Fallout 4, like I've played Fallout 3. I never beat Fallout 3. I enjoyed it. I'm always going to be more of an Elder Scrolls fan than Fallout. New Vegas, I played and I beat. I thoroughly enjoyed that one. But
Vegas,
Fallout 4, I'm definitely excited for. Not even so much for like the story, but for building my own home and customizing the weapons the way I've seen the customization.
Yeah, that's exciting.
That's all I want.
Right.
Because you can take like, say you get like a laser pistol, you can customize like the trigger, the stock. You can put a scope on. You can turn a pistol into a sniper rifle essentially.
Ooh.
Yeah, if you really wanted to.
Yeah, it gets ridiculous, and then the graphics look beautiful. There's background story to it. It looks really nice.
Yeah, like any Bethesda game, there's a lot of lore.
Yeah.
I personally, and arguably, because I know Carl, you're going to disagree with me on this, but I personally feel that the Fallout lore is probably some of the greatest video game lore that's ever been created.
Honestly, I've
will
never
do that.
read into it, so I can't disagree. Like, I can disagree with you on the fact that I don't know it.
Yeah. Like, I would say that it is better than Skyrim or like the whole of Elder Scrolls lore just because of how, like, there's just so much to it, and that with every new game, there's just... It's not like new stuff that they've added, it's just they fill in the stuff which we need to know, in a way. It's like, there's a giant puzzle here, in a way, to what all that happened and stuff, and why these people are like this, and why these people are like that, and so on and stuff, and there's so much stuff there.
But there's also that in Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, I know, but with Elder Scrolls, it's accessible. With Fallout, it's...
Not really. There's so much stuff that, like, you are... Like, it's hinted at and stuff, but not a lot of it. You actually have to, like, go and... You have to search for it, either in the game, in another game, or in some, like, vague reference somewhere else that's, canon.
Yeah, I mean, that's the same for it with Fallout as well, but then also there's a lot of it which is just unknown.
There's a lot that's unknown with Elder Scrolls, too. Like, where the fuck did Dwemer went?
I thought they just died out.
No, they literally just... Their entire civilization disappeared overnight. They don't die out overnight. There's no way a civilization as advanced and massive as the dwarves just disappear like that overnight. Anyways, back to Fallout.
Man,
All right.
I just watched the trailer and I understood nothing that was going on. There was like a dog and...
Did you get a dog companion?
Wait, do you know the Fallout 4 storyline?
No, I do not.
There's your answer.
Well, that trailer, like, if you watch like more of like the gameplay stuff, it explains it a little bit more. Not a lot's explained. What I'm actually really interested in is like there's like almost like the flashback kind of thing where you start out the game before the world ended.
Mm.
That's going to be really interesting because you start out before the bombs go off.
Yeah, that is going to be interesting.
So are all the Fallout worlds like one universe?
Yeah.
It's one universe. Yeah. This one's in Boston. Obviously, New Vegas was in Vegas. Where did Fallout 3 take place?
Oh, god damn it. Me, Sammy, and fucking Rocky were talking about this. Oh, god damn it.
Wasn't that one in California?
Somewhere there. Somewhere along the coast, yes. Look it up. Google.
I'm already looking it up.
It's like I already heard someone typing it.
But, I mean, I'm definitely interested. The first time I played Fallout 3, I actually hated the game because I didn't know you could fast travel. It was the first Bethesda game I ever played. So I was walking everywhere, and I got really fucking tired of it really fast.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I didn't know about fast traveling until you just said it. This is like the whole messengers being naked all over again.
Oh my god. I hate that dude.
Guys. Fallout 3. The game takes place in the year 2277, 200 years after the Great War on the east coast of what used to be the United States, mostly in Washington, D.C., Southwest Maryland,
Washington,
Western-
D.C., that's right.
Western Pennsylvania, and Northeast Virginia.
I was completely wrong with the California.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's the other side of us.
I agree.
That was New Vegas. It had some parts of California because of the New Californian Army.
Hmm.
Or sorry, New Californian Republic. I can't remember what they were called. Anyways,
But yeah. Sorry for cutting like that. Continue.
Oh, it's all good. I was just gonna segue off to Skyrim. It's apparently all right. So we've all played Skyrim before.
other
All
than,
but
I think Daniel.
Is Daniel even here? He hasn't spoken in a while. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's
You just
because
spoke
he
like
started
3 minutes
talking
ago.
about card
Elder Scrolls.
games and Elder
On
Scrolls and
motorcycles?
Fallout 4, and I don't really know much about that, so
Fair enough.
I
Fair
zipped
enough.
up.
He's been in attendance.
So in Skyrim, we've got like the couriers that run to you and give you messages. I found out who was that? That was August. I don't do timelines. Let's just say a month ago because it sounds about right. It's in August.
Wasn't it at Ben's party?
Yeah, it's just August. Shoot, I think his birthday's the 1st, or am I thinking of someone else?
I don't know.
It's
Oh,
the
dear.
first.
Anyway, okay,
It's
so yeah.
it's August first.
So roughly about a month ago, it was we're all talking about Skyrim, and apparently this is a bug. Couriers are not supposed to be naked. Now, when we say naked, we don't mean completely 100% butt naked. We mean if you were to strip off all your armor on your character, what you would be wearing.
A loincloth.
You ran across naked carriers?
Yes,
Question mark.
that's from the only time I ever had a clothed carrier was never. The first one wasn't clothed either. All of them.
I had one.
All of them were in loincloths. Like, I didn't know they were supposed to be clothed. I thought they were just bums being paid to, like, deliver a message. Because who the fuck is gonna run up to a bandit cave, aside from a bum, to, like, deliver a message for a dude you don't know and have no connection to?
I mean, I think that is because there's only two.
The only
racks,
one
and
which
the other one's on the north side.
the only one which I ever received, which was clothed, was the one who gives you the letter saying go visit the Jarl because he wants to speak to you due to the fact, like, you know, you just killed a dragon.
Yeah, the story mode one.
Yeah, that was the only one that was ever closed. That was also the first one I ever encountered because the first couple of hours for me playing Skyrim for the first ever time were me just doing story mode because I didn't exactly know what I was getting myself into. Because Skyrim was the first ever sort of Bethesda open world game that I'd ever played, and then after Skyrim I went back and played all the rest and stuff like that. Oh wait, no, tell a lie. Which came out first, New Vegas or Skyrim?
New Vegas
didn't-
came first.
One sec. New Vegas. 2010. So yeah, it came out a year before Skyrim. So yeah, my first experience with a Bethesda game was New Vegas, but I didn't play it that much. It was just sort of a game I'd pick up when I had no other game to play. I never really forced myself to sit down and actually play it. Like I just didn't get into it. Like, no fault of the game. It was just my own fault of not putting the time there to get invested. But yeah. So Skyrim was my first real, like, you know,
I don't know.
experience with those sort of games and stuff. So I didn't know what I was getting myself into. So for the first couple of hours of the game, it was just solely story mode. So yeah, and then after that first courier where he was clothed, they just appeared naked.
For mine started clothed, and then he lost his boots, then he lost his gloves, then he lost
You
his
can
pants,
leave your hat on.
and then he lost. He always had his hat, but he lost his shirt last. He always had that
makes my last
stupid
comment
little
even
cap. That stupid little cap he wears. He always had it.
Dear Lord.
What?
I said, why is the internet just being gross today?
His connection.
I heard today.
Yeah, his
Why
connection's
is
gone
internet
trash.
being something today?
He spoke. Why is my internet being such trash today? Or crap. It was either trash or crap.
I
but
wanted to be on
he's-
crap saying it's Jeffrey. I feel like
It's just Jeffrey who has the connection issues on my end. So
Yeah, same.
I guess because I know for a fact I was having issues earlier, which is the reason why we had to change hosts.
I got a lot clearer.
I'm upset. I can hear you guys. You can hear me.
I can kind of hear you.
It takes concentration.
Anyway,
This
let's
is not
just
good
hope
audio
that-
for a podcast.
Yeah,
I'll
let's just hope
eventually
that he
work
comes
on
back to us in a second, and like all we can do is move on. So yeah, continuing.
All right.
Leave your men behind.
No, we
Yeah.
must wait for our soldier.
Never.
The couriers were always the creepiest little shits to me, because when you leave the thieves guild or the thieves den via the secret entrance in the tomb in what was the name of that city? Riften. When you leave the thieves guild in the secret tomb, and you pull the chain to open the tomb to go out, he's just standing there. I've been waiting for you. Like, holy shit, dude.
I hope in the next Elder Scrolls game you actually find out that the courier is the same person over and over again, and he's a shape-shifting
It's the same
Daedra.
family.
No, always like a shape-shifting Daedra.
I'd be like, I mean, that's how he always finds me then.
Yeah,
He's a fucking demon.
that's
guys
why
hear
he
me?
sometimes looks different. and
Yeah,
stuff.
I can hear you.
Finally, I was gonna say, I don't know what the fuck y'all are doing in Skyrim, but I was running around calling myself the Goat Man, and I still ran into no one nude.
Oh, man.
Dude,
The
that
courier was
the mask-
always nude.
the mask you get from that one Daedra who asked you to kill a dog. Ringing any bells?
Dog?
I think I know. Wait, this wasn't.
Oh.
Fucking,
Yeah, he asked you to kill his pet dog. That
that can
talks.
talk to you, and if you did
Yeah.
it, you got an axe. If you didn't, you got a helmet.
Yeah.
Well, regardless, the helmet looked like a goat. So I ran around, and I was part of the Assassin's Guild, and I called myself the Goat. And I'd randomly jump down on people and be like, bet, and like fucking slit their throats.
Bet.
Bet. Hey,
Do you
what's
want to
up,
know
Bet?
what my favorite thing to do in Skyrim was? When you're first kidnapped by the Dark Brotherhood, those 3 people you have to choose one to kill. I killed all 3 of them because fuck it, why not?
Yeah, same.
But did
They
you
have
know,
the execution bags. Huh?
Did you know if you kill the woman that invites you there, you start a quest line against the Brotherhood?
Yeah.
I didn't know that
Never
until
did
like
that.
2 months ago.
I didn't know that. I'll have to do that.
Right?
But I killed all 3 of them, and I would take the execution bags off their head. So then what I would do is I would go to the main city up in the north. Shit,
Winterhold?
what's it called? No, that's Jarl's. That's what's it
Is it-
called?
no,
The
is it
the
still
Imperial City.
So, Solitude.
No, Riften. Solitude. That's right, Solitude. I go to Solitude because that guy's getting executed. He's getting beheaded, and you can steal the headsman's axe.
Yeah.
So
That's
what I would
what
do
I
is I would
always do.
steal the headsman's axe, take off all my clothes, and put on the execution bag, and just run around swinging the headsman's axe everywhere.
Well then.
My big thing was like it was because no one fucking told me that I was being stupid when I did this. It was I had a bow, and logically thinking I'd be an archer, right? Because most of the games, if you've ever like heard me talk about it, I'll play like the sniper. I used to fucking main hunter on World of Warcraft. I normally choose like the range person, so I picked up a bow, picked up some arrows, and ran around punching people. Why? Because it gave me the option to. Later
Okay,
on,
About right.
I got
In
the
Oblivion, I made an orc character, majored him in magic. He had no clothes. And all
That just
I
made
did-
it sound like you made him go to university and majored in it.
He had no clothes, and all he did was run around punching people and jumping constantly. I named him Rocky.
See, the funny story behind
Rocky
that.
Balboa.
Oh no. It's after our friend Rocky. Rocky created a character that looked like Jesus who ran around nude doing nothing but healing magic.
All right.
Oh god! Speaking of Rocky, it's Henry Stoll is waiting for the day I play League with Rocky again, and I'm going top lane. Cause I don't know if you've played with me when I've been playing Nard yet, Jeffrey, but I'll go to throw the boomerang, and I'll start screaming out, Boomy, no, if I don't go to catch it. And then I'll go Meganar to throw the rock. And if I don't go to pick up the rock, or if my aim's off when I go to throw the rock, I'm just like, Rocky, no! And that's all it, like, is. Like, he just loves me in our top lane, even though I don't know every matchup, simply because it's me playing Gnar, getting, like, over in tune over a boomerang and a rock that's gonna come back in, like, 12 seconds. Or less. I felt like that was worth a segue.
Still idle at the moment.
Next topic.
Alrighty, so we were talking about ESO earlier.